Okay, good morning friends. I welcome you all for CA intermediate batch of cost and management accounting. This cost and management accounting in short letters called as CMA, cost and management accounting. You are watching me either on your laptops or your mobile phone or on the screen in a virtual class. It means you are watching my video lectures in the virtual centers or through pendrive mode. So, I will give you certain instructions for this type of coaching through video lectures. First of all, before going ahead, I will introduce myself in brief, then I will introduce you to the subject, and then we will see what to do, what not to do to get the complete hold on this subject. This subject is your syllabus is for 100 marks, please remember, and it is covered in group 1 of CA intermediate, that you must be aware of. Now, let me introduce myself in brief. People call me CA Rakesh Agrawal. I am based in Pune. So, I conduct the live coaching here in Pune, and you people are seeing me through video lectures anywhere sitting in the country. I have done my graduation way back in 1989, that is my BCom, Bachelor of Commerce, in 1989 from Nes Wadia College, Pune. I had opted for cost management as a special paper in my BCom third year, and I am happy to share with you I received gold medal in the special paper of cost and management accounting. Gold medal in the same subject, cost and management accounting, from Pune University. So, this was my specialization subject at my graduation level also. I cleared my ICWA examination in 1990. In 1990 exam, I cleared my ICWA examination. This ICWA is Institute of Cost and Works Accountants. Nowadays, this institute is called as Institute of Cost and Management Accountants. So, institute has changed the name. Earlier name was Cost and Works Accountants. Nowadays, it is called Cost and Management Accountant. I cleared this examination in 1990. In our days, lot many students used to do ICWA courses along with graduation after 12th route. So, after 12th, I started pursuing ICWA along with my graduation, and I could complete in the year 1990. Now, then you may be wondering why I did not start doing CA along with graduation. Please remember, in our days, CA course was available after graduation. It means there was no entry route after 12th was available in those days. So, we had to first complete our graduation and then join the CA course. So, 12th route was not open in our days. So, but this route was open. So, I did my ICWA along with my graduation. In 1991, I started teaching. So, my teaching career starts from 1991. On the basis of ICWA qualification, I got an opportunity to teach the same subject of costing at the Pune chapter of Cost Accountants. It is a local body, that is local branch of ICWA known as Pune chapter of Cost Accountants, and the director of Pune chapter gave me an opportunity to teach the subject of costing after becoming ICWA. So, since 1991 till date, I am teaching. It is more than 28 years now. I am into teaching field and teaching the same subject of cost and management accounting. So this is how my teaching career started, and 3 years from doing BCom, in 1992 I cleared my CA final examination. As I told you, in our days, CA course could be done only after graduation. So 1992 I cleared my CA final examination. Again I am happy to share with you that I cleared CA final exam with all India rank. I was 32 in all India merit list. I have done some more courses also called SET, that is State Eligibility Test. I have cleared some examination of share market also. But all these details I have mentioned here, right? In the notes on the back side of index page, you will find a detailed write up about me. So details you can go through here. This is in very brief to introduce myself to you. So you can always spare some time and check behind the index page, and you will find all the details here, and I have written my email ID also below this page. This is in brief about me. Now let us touch your subject. Your subject, that is CMA, as I told you, will require good English plus good mathematics. I don't need an expertise from you in English and mathematics, but I require a reasonably good English and reasonably good mathematics to understand this subject. Reason: English is required to first interpret and understand the question. In costing, you have to read the question very carefully, interpret the question very carefully before you start solving, and therefore we expect a reasonably good English to read and interpret and understand the question first, and to solve those questions you need good mathematics. Again, mathematics, I don't need engineering level mathematics, I need basic mathematics like ratio proportion, percentages and logical thinking. So reasonably good mathematics, we don't need your derivatives, integration, calculus, that is not required, but basic maths is required to solve the question. The reason for telling this is, students sometimes complain about this subject of cost and management accounting that sir, this subject is difficult. The subject becomes difficult because you might be very weak in English and mathematics, otherwise subject is not difficult. So if you happen to be little weak in English mathematics, my request to you is to please improve upon your English and mathematics. Without these two, you will find it difficult to understand the subject. Moreover, you are studying this subject for the first time. Most of you have not dealt with this subject earlier in your life, most of you. It means you are studying the subject also for the first time, plus these two things are required to understand. I will take every care to make you understand this subject, that is my promise, but your cooperation is also required in understanding this subject. The pattern of the exam paper for this subject is that question 1 is compulsory for 20 marks. In 20 marks, they may ask you 4 questions of 5 marks each or 2 questions of 10 marks each, that is the choice of the institute. Generally, we find that they ask 5 questions into 4 questions into 5 marks each, generally in question number 1, and from question 2 to question 6. Question 2 to 6 means question 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, there are remaining 5 questions. Out of these remaining 5 questions, you have to solve any 4 questions. Any 4 questions have to be solved out of remaining 5. And each question is again of 20 marks. So 20 marks into you have to solve 4 questions. So that is 80 marks and this 20. That is how your 100 marks paper is designed. So you have a choice here. You can keep one question for option. Again, a question of 20 marks may not be a single question of 20 marks. Generally, a 20 mark question is divided in 2, like 10 marks 2 questions, or 12, 8, or any combination, 11, 9, whatever. So that is institute will decide. You can refer the previous examination papers, you will get a better idea. So this is how your examination pattern will be from exam point of view. Now, let me tell you about what I am going to offer you here in the classroom or in the notes. You will get the printed copy of these notes, right? I call it as spiral binded notes. So please remember, I supply spiral binded notes, and these are black and white notes. I don't give color notes, please remember. I am a simple person, I provide simple notes, that is black and white notes and spiral binded. You will get 4 sets of these notes. You will get 4 sets of these notes. So I will just explain what these 4 sets are. I have divided them into volume 1, volume 2, volume 3 and volume 4 notes. Volume 1 I have given the name as prime cost and overheads. Prime cost and overheads. That is the name which I have given. Volume 2 I have given the name methods of costing. Volume 3 notes which you will find is given the name techniques of costing. And volume 4 notes is your practice manual or practice book. This is how you will get along with the entire product. So when you purchase the video lectures, in the kit you will get these 4 volumes. Volume 1 consists of certain chapters called basic concepts, material cost topic, labor cost topic, overheads and activity based costing. These are the chapters covered in first volume. In second volume, that is methods of costing, I will be covering job costing, batch costing, contract costing, operating costing, process costing and joint product costing. These all words will sound new to you, don't worry. All this is our syllabus which we are going to discuss in detail. So you don't have to worry about it, that what it means. But these are the chapters I am going to cover in volume 2. In techniques of costing, I will cover cost ledger accounting, I will cover marginal costing, standard costing and budget and budgetary control topic. These will be covered in volume 3. And what is my plan for practice book? In practice book you will find test papers 1 to 4. I have designed some tests for you based on 3 chapters. So on every 3 chapter there is a test, self test. So you have to set the time. Generally the test is of 2 hours or 1.5 hours, that is time is written there above the test. So you have to set the time at home and appear for that test as if you are answering the exam in the exam hall. If you do it seriously, you will get the benefit. So I have printed test papers on 3 chapters. Then I have printed the solutions also. Solutions of test 1 to 4. These are detailed solutions of these tests. So you have to first appear for the test and then check your solution with the solutions which are printed. And I have added the new syllabus, exam papers and solutions in volume number 4. So under your new syllabus, whatever exams are conducted, the exam paper and the detailed solution is also printed. Please remember, when I am talking about this subject, I am talking about this subject under new syllabus, right? Old syllabus was called IPCC, if anybody of you knows IPCC. New syllabus is called CA Intermediate, and we are talking about new syllabus only. So this is what is available to you, and this is more than enough for your examination. Let me tell you. I'll tell you what is covered in each again, how I have arranged the notes. One important thing before I forget, and that is the sequence of these chapters in my notes may not match with the sequence of institute. Please remember. So I might have changed some sequence here. I have designed this sequence in a logical manner which I think is useful for understanding. It means I have noticed that there is connection of one chapter with another. Keeping that in mind, I have designed this sequence. Institute's sequence in the institute's module may be different. Please do not worry, but everything covered in the module will be covered in these notes. I am going to cover even more than what is covered in the module. Let me promise you that. Reason, in the module the practical questions are very few, but using our past experience and past examination, we have tried to cover variety of questions in our printed notes. So our printed notes covers everything given in the module plus extra. So you will find probably the coverage in our notes is 200% than what is covered in the module, and in lot much details. So you can trust me, I can assure you that other than these 4 volumes, you don't have to refer anything else. That much I can promise, but you cannot keep anything option out of this. Please don't skip anything from here. My dear friends, in my teaching, generally I try to give stress on conceptual clarity. Conceptual understanding of the subject will receive high priority. Right. Stress will always be on conceptual understanding, that is quality of teaching and not quantity of teaching. Please remember that. I am going to discuss each and every concept in greater details, and I want you also to understand these concepts in the same manner. Because in our professional examination, you don't get the ready-made questions that we have solved few questions in the classroom and you got the similar questions with change in figure in the exam hall. That is not going to happen in CA examination, please mind it very well. So you should be very good in concept. If institute changes the style of asking the question, right, or slightly changes the wordings of the question, you should not get confused and you should be able to find your way out. Therefore, the stress will be on conceptual understanding and clarity of the subject instead of mechanically solving the question and instead of just covering the number of more and more questions. So my stress is never on quantity, but it will always be on quality. Please remember that. In our printed notes, in every chapter, what you will notice, in every chapter, theory is printed. This theory will be discussed in the classroom. So your efforts of writing theory is saved. I will be discussing this theory in the classroom, explaining you with the help of examples. Your writing time is saved because it is printed. After the discussion of theory, we will go for unsolved questions. Unsolved questions are printed in your notes. These questions will be solved here in the classroom on board. Okay. So your efforts of writing the question is saved, only you have to write the solution from the board. So there are unsolved questions printed in your notes in every chapter. Then there are solved homework questions in every chapter. After solving questions in the classroom, I may give you similar questions to be solved at home. So these questions are also printed in your notes, and the solution is printed little ahead, not just below the question but little ahead. So you will find homework questions along with the solutions. I request you to please solve these homework questions as and when given to you in the classroom, so that you will gain the confidence that whether you are able to do it, whether you have understood the concept or not. This is for your betterment and your understanding that how well your study is going on. Then I have also printed past exam questions with solutions. These solutions are printed immediately below the question. These questions I have borrowed from old syllabus, but old syllabus and new syllabus there is not much change, because costing subject does not change much like taxation. In taxation you find lot of changes, in costing subject nothing much changes, it has remained same over number of years. So what I have done, I have borrowed the questions from earlier past examinations, that is old syllabus. I have modified them if required to make them fit for new syllabus slightly if required. So I modified them, and these questions along with the solutions are also printed. This also you have to practice as a revision. If you do not get time while studying this subject now, then you should solve these questions and check your solution with the printed solutions as a revision after you finish this batch. So this is what is printed in every chapter in volume 1, 2 and 3. And other than this, other than what is covered here, I have also printed some test papers for you, solutions, and these are the latest examination under new syllabus, those question papers and solutions. Now probably you will come to know from my discussion that almost everything gets covered in the classroom. We have not left anything. Plus one more important point to tell you, that your new syllabus of intermediate CMA was introduced by the institute from 1st July 2017. From this date the new syllabus became effective. However, institute has recently changed the module on 1st July 2019, that is after 2 years. After 2 years they have made some small changes. Actually the changes are welcome, because they have reduced some portion of the costing, little bit, not much, a little portion they have reduced, and this new module has been published by the institute in 2019, and this module of ICAI is applicable for May 2020 exam and onwards. Please remember, this new module which is released by institute, you will find behind the front page you will find the edition of the new module. So edition is July 2019. This module is applicable from May 2020 exam and onwards, means for all future exam. Now what I have done for you, I have gone through word by word through this module and I have made some necessary or small changes in my notes, and therefore if you check the front page of your notes, you will find I have written version 2. So this batch which I am conducting, or this recording which I am doing, I am calling it as version 2, because earlier recording will now be known as version 1. So version 2, that is this recording which I am doing, is based on this latest module, and this will be applicable from May 2020 exam and all future exams till the time institute makes the next changes or any changes in future which we do not know today. So till that time this version will continue. So version 2 is the latest one, updated as per this latest module issued by the institute. I am once again repeating, there is not much change in the older one and this one, except reduction of some syllabus at some places. If anybody is interested in knowing that what is the difference between the earlier and this module, then you can visit my website. I have a website named as www.carakeshagrawal.in. Please remember, the website is carakeshagrawal.in, not .com, it is .in. If you go to this website homepage, you will find a students corner. In the student corner, you will find Inter CMA option, intermediate CMA, under the students corner. Under this, you will find all latest changes and amendments. So in this, you will notice what are the changes made by the institute in the new module, or where in which chapter they have reduced the syllabus. So if you are interested in details, you will find it on our website. Plus, let me assure you that even in future institute comes out with any announcements, any changes, all such changes, announcements will be uploaded here in the students corner. Even in future, whatever exams are conducted, those exam papers along with solutions, that is suggested answers, will also be uploaded here in the students corner. It means even if you are buying this product today, the future updations which takes place later on after this recording, all these future updates you will get here on our website, and these files are downloadable free of cost. So you can download it, you can get those things printed if you wish to. So they will always be available on our website. I have printed this website address on almost every page of our notes. So if you check your notes, on the right hand side corner top, you will find this website is printed. So you can always make use of this website for future updation. Because this is a common query from students like you who buy this product or this version, that what happens if we buy it now and in future some changes takes place. So you don't have to worry about. Naturally, all these updates will be taken care of through website. So this is what is the plan from my side for you. Friends, I will also give you the prescription for success, meaning success in the exam naturally, plus how to take maximum benefit or advantage of video lectures. There are certain do's and don'ts to get the maximum benefit out of these video lectures. So let me explain you little bit in more details, especially for video lectures. First of all, your sincerity, your regularity is must. Though you are watching the lectures at home as per your wish, you should not be insincere. Meaning, I have seen that students become casual at home. They do not watch the lectures or all the lectures, or they may not watch the lectures in the sequence. So first is, you have to be regular. You set your own timetable. Each lecture is of around 2 hours. So every lecture is of around 2 hours. So you have to set your timetable. Every day set the patch of 2 hours when you are going to watch the lecture. Please watch at least one lecture every day. If you are not regular, what will happen? The same syllabus which we try to cover in around 3.5 months in the live batch, you will take 1 year to complete that batch, because you are irregular in watching, and your link will also get broken. So please set your timetable at least 2 hours daily to cover this batch in time. At the same time, you have to stay away from mobile phone, mobile and TV, right? I have noticed in few cases students switch on this lecture also on their laptop, the mobile is also on, TV is also on. Naturally, what benefit you will get? Your attention is diverted to 2-3 places. I want your full concentration and full attention on this subject only. So you have to put your mobile phone in a silent mode, keep it aside, don't touch it for 2 hours. TV naturally is not required. While doing chartered accountancy, you will not have time to watch TV, you have to take divorce with TV now. That you can understand from my side, right? Buy the TV from your first salary after becoming chartered accountant. Till that time, stay away from it, right? It's going to be a time waster. So stay away from mobile and TV for better understanding. Then you may make use of headphone. The headphone which you use in your mobile also, attach that headphone to laptop and use that headphone so that there will not be any distraction from outside world, and the voice quality also will be very good and you will be able to concentrate fully. Please remember, our video lectures run on laptop also and Android mobile also, Android device also. So it can work here also or here also, and you can switch over also from laptop to Android or Android to laptop, but you have to log out first. If you log out from here, then only you can log in here, or if you log out from this device, then only you can log in here. What we have done is, to assist you, we have designed a detailed user manual. So you are going to get a detailed user manual along with this product. In this user manual, we have written all the steps how to install this software and how to view the lectures. Everything is given step by step, step by step. I can assure you, if you keep that user manual in front of you and if you follow the steps, you will not face any technical difficulty. In this user manual, we have also given you the helpline numbers. In this user manual, we have also given you the helpline numbers. On the last page of user manual, you will find helpline numbers. There are helpline numbers for technical difficulty also. There is a separate technical support team who will handle your query related to technical issues. And for subject related query, my helpline number is given in the user manual here. So for subject related difficulty, you will contact me. For any subject related difficulty, I deal with those queries through email. Please remember, my email is printed behind that index page also, as I told you. So you can get in touch with me through email for difficulty solving. This is related to subject, please remember. Subject related difficulty, you will email me. Technical difficulty, you will email to technical people whose helpline number, phone number, email is all printed in the user manual. Now again, my observation is, people don't read user manual, they throw it out and then they keep searching and how to problem to be solved. Please refer user manual and please make use of helpline numbers properly. Everything is given to you along with this kit. If you follow this, if you are regular in watching the lectures without distraction, if you are solving the homework questions given to you, then if you are doing the or appearing for the test which are given in 4th volume, that is practice book, I am sure nobody can stop you from clearing this subject. That I can guarantee you. But provided you have to follow all this. I generally keep saying one thing in the classroom, that credit of your success goes completely to you. All credit of your success goes to you, as well as all debit of your failure also goes to you. Naturally. Now why I am saying this? I have taught so many students in such a long span of my teaching career. Some students have appeared in the merit. Some students have scored All India rank 1 also. Yes, there are some students who have scored All India rank 1. But they are in the merit because of their efforts. The entire credit goes to them. Because I have taught so many students. Out of so many students, some students managed to get the rank 1, some managed to get a lower rank, some managed to just clear both the groups, some people managed to clear only group 1, and some people managed to fail also. If same teacher is giving same coaching, right, same teaching technique is used for all the students, then why some students are in the merit and why some students fail? When teacher is same and teaching style is same. That Credit or debit goes to you, that's what I am saying. Finally, your ability, your sincerity matters the most. I am going to teach everyone the same, and therefore I generally keep saying all credit of your success goes to you as well as all debit of your failure goes to you, right. And this is more important because you are watching me in the video through video lectures. The button is in your hand, you can stop at any time, you can start any time, you can do fast forward, you can skip, all this you can do, but don't do it, don't do it. Treat yourself as you are sitting in the live class in front of me and you are studying the subject. Do it with that sincerity, then only you will get the 100% benefit. Plus another important point, watch the lectures in the same sequence. Don't change the sequence, like you have watched lecture 5, then jump to lecture 15, then you have seen lecture 33, then came back to lecture 2. Don't do it, because there is a linking. So you have to watch the lectures from lecture 1 till last in the same sequence. Please mind it well. Whatever I discuss in the earlier lecture, it has a connection with the future lecture. So future lectures are dependent on previous lectures, and therefore to have that connectivity and understanding, you should watch all the lectures in the same sequence. Another thing, please prepare notebooks, full-scape notebooks, not half-size notebooks, full-scape register, full-scape notebooks of A4 size. Please prepare notebooks and keep writing the answers along with me. So when you are watching me, don't just listen, just write the answer. In the classroom, sometimes I take a pause and tell you to think about it. Means I give some time for you to read the question again, to apply your mind. Though you are sitting at home, please do it. Please use that time to think about that question and apply your own mind. That is more important. I have got the feedback that some of the students, they only watch it like a movie. They just keep watching the lectures, they don't write at all. Neither they are reading the question. So either you are just listening or just watching to me. The benefit to you will be just 5% or 10%. Get involved into it, right? Sit with the notebook, sit with the pen, pencil, sit with the calculator, and as I am developing the solution here, you will also start writing the solution in your notebook so that you can refer it in future and it will be helpful to you for revision. So please do not watch it just like a movie, right? Please write it down in your notebook also. One suggestion, in notebook you will give page numbers. In notebook you will give page numbers. So today you can do this. Give page numbers to all the pages in your notebook. In my printed notes, page numbers are already printed. Now how will make use of these page numbers which you will give to your notebook? Try to understand. Suppose in the classroom I am solving question number 10 from page number 50. So I have a habit of writing this on the board. I write question 10/50. Example. This reference you will write in your notebook, question 10/50, and then you will start writing the solution. Now this reference is important reason, questions are printed in printed notes, solution is in the notebook. You have to connect these two when you sit for revision before the exam. You should know the answer of which question lies where. So in the notebook you will write, like for example, question 10/50 means question number 10 from page number 50, and then you will start writing the solution here. Now if you have given page numbers to your notebook, then one more thing can be done. Suppose the page number of your notebook on which you are writing this answer, this page number is, let us say, 85. Then what you should do? This page number of notebook you will write in the printed notes next to the question. I hope you understood. The page number of notebook you will write next to the question in the printed notes, and the question number you will write in your notebook. It means at both the places we will give cross reference of question near the answer and the answer page number near the question. In future this will help you a lot. You can easily search or go from question to answer or answer to question without wasting lot of time, because before the exam your time will be very crucial and very important to switch over from here to there. So this is another important instruction. Along with this I will give one more instruction. Suppose you have prepared your first notebook. In first notebook you have given page numbers from page 1 to let us say page 180, let us assume. So when you start with second notebook, don't start giving page number again from 1, start from now page 181 onwards and so on for third notebook here onwards. It means give consecutive page number so that same page number is not repeated in any notebook. This will help you to avoid the confusion at a later stage, right? Is this clear? Probably you will have to prepare at least 3 notebooks. One notebook for that first volume, prime cost and overheads, one notebook for methods of costing, second volume, and third notebook for techniques of costing. This is an approximate idea that you will have to prepare at least 3 notebooks of 200 pages each. More notebooks depends upon how you write, what is your font size and how much space you keep. All that depends upon your writing skill and writing habit. Friends, almost I am about to complete today's discussion because most of the informations are passed on to you. Few more things I will tell you. Your product, this pen drive product or video lecture, it is designed for 1 year validity. It means the day you activate the product using the product key, from that date it will remain valid for 1 year. It will automatically expire and it will stop working after 1 year. So I request you to complete your entire viewing, entire subject within 1 year. 1 year is too long a time. You should have finished it within 3.5 months. If you are regular in watching, you will be able to complete watching all the video lectures within 3.5 months. But even if you, due to some emergency, you delay, you are unable to watch the lectures on some days, we have provided you 1 year validity. Plus, every lecture can be viewed 180%, means 1.8 times. Now what it means? This is another parameter which software people have included. Every lecture can be watched maximum for 1.8 times, meaning you can watch that lecture once fully and later on you can watch it 80% time extra. It means if the recording is of 100 minutes, actual recording is of 100 minutes, you can watch that lecture for 180 minutes. So we are providing 80% extra time to you. Now why we are providing 80% extra time? It is for revision. If you find that a particular concept is not understood very well in the first stroke, or a particular question you find difficult to digest or understand, then you can go for second viewing. So you can use that 80% extra view to get the better quality, better clarity of the concept, or you can use it for the purpose of revision before the exam. So all these extra views are also provided along with every product, and the total validity is 1 year. All this is again mentioned somewhere in the user manual. So my dear friends, this is all what I had to say. Plus from my discussion you would have understood that the language which I am going to use in the classroom is mainly English. So our communication language for classroom purpose is English. I would say the use of English will be more than 95%. Use of English will be more than 95%. Very rarely I may make use of Hindi, which is less than 5% of the total content. I will use Hindi only sometimes to give some, let us say, examples, or to tell you some stories related to our subject, or sometimes to crack a joke, or 1 or 2 sentences sometimes. So Hindi will be used very, very rarely for few sentences, stories, jokes, and most of the time actual delivery of lecture, the teaching will be done in English. almost you can say 95% and above teaching is done in English. This is just to give you an idea the language which we are going to use in the classroom. Now I have increased the content of English for a simple reason. You have to read the notes in English, even module is printed in English, and you have to write also in English in the exam hall. So basically you have to become comfortable with English. This is specially required for non-convent students. Those who have studied from English medium, they don't have any problem, right? But those who are coming through Marathi medium, Hindi medium, Gujarati or whatever medium, they'll have to be little more careful because you have to write the paper in English. Those students who have opted for Hindi medium completely, these lectures are not suitable for you. Please let me tell you. My content of Hindi will be very, very low. It is predominantly based on English. This is what I had to say. I think I have touched upon almost all the points, right, in my first lecture. From second lecture onwards, we will directly start with the subject now. It means in the second lecture, we will touch the first chapter, that is basic cost concepts, and we will start discussing from the word cost itself. So second lecture onwards, we are only on the syllabus and only on the subject. All this general discussion I have tried to cover in the first lecture. Okay friends, thank you, wish you all the best.